I think guys spend the longest time praying and hoping that their beard is gonna finally come out, that they might have the opportunity to grow a little bit of facial hair. And then once testosterone kicks in and you finally get your wish, it's like, what do I do now? So since this is something I've never talked about, today what I wanna talk about is how you can match that facial hair that you have to the hairstyle that you're rocking. So one key concept about this is balance. This is gonna be very important. It's important across almost anything that has to do with personal image. So for example, if you're rocking a fuller haircut on the sides especially, you're gonna want your beard to be a little bit fuller. It's gonna create a seamless transition that's gonna look balanced. On the other hand, if you rock skin fades like I do a lot, then you might want to rock a lower cut beard or something like a 5 o'clock shadow. You get what I'm saying? Again, it's going to create that seamless transition that's going to look proportional and balanced to your face. Let's start with no hair. Guys that, let's say, have either thinning hair or just completely bald, they have no hair. If this is the case for you, then you definitely want to rock some facial hair. One of the things that I hear a lot from guys that are thinning or have bald hair is the lack of confidence because they are losing their hair. So an instant way to gain back that confidence is to grow out your facial hair and again, create that balance. So whatever you lack up here, you can make up here. Just make sure you always keep it nice, clean, and trimmed so you don't get confused for a hobo. Now personally, I have a lot of trimmers. I have I think like 4 or 5 of them, and I use it for all my manscaping needs. But one of the best trimmers that I've been using so far is this one from Brio called the Beardscape. This is by far the most advanced trimmer I have and one that I definitely recommend for any facial hair needs and really just overall manscaping. For example, if you're rocking the 5 o'clock, it has a built-in precision adjustment anywhere from 1mm to 1.9mm to give you the most precise cuts and that clean 5 o'clock shadow that you're looking for. On the other hand, if you want to rock a fuller beard, it comes with clip guards as well. And on top of that, it's really advanced because it has a 5-speed setting. You can literally see what RPMs you're using on your face and choose one to best tackle your beard. And then the weirdest thing that I've never used before, this thing has a ceramic razor. So almost every trimmer that I've used, at least that I've seen, always comes with some sort of stainless steel razor. This one, however, comes with ceramic, and this thing is so sharp when it cuts. According to their website, this thing is 5 times harder than steel. It also causes less friction, and it's also quieter. And you can see how sharp it is when I'm using it against my face, and it's definitely one of the best beard trimmers that I've used. If you guys want to check them out, I'm gonna have them linked below with a discount code. It's at a great price, and I'm telling you guys, this thing beats almost any trimmer you can find on the market today. However, let's move on to the next hairstyle, and that would be a buzz cut. This isn't necessarily you thinning or losing hair or being completely bald. You have a little bit of hair on top. You also don't want to be clean shaven. Keep in mind that when you have a buzz cut, you run the risk of having an egghead. This is because you lack contour and symmetry that a hairstyle gives you. So rocking a nice 5 o'clock shade with some scruff, that can definitely add back some of that contour and give you a balanced and attractive look. The next style is a little bit longer, and it's the side swept or the French crop, whatever you want to call it, but it just means that you're gonna have a little bit longer, not medium hairstyle, but it's also not a buzz cut. This one is seen more professional. You see this usually in more mature men and more in an office setting where you're not going for trendy looks. If this is the look you're going for, then it usually means you want a more mature or professional look. I really wouldn't recommend to be rocking a scruffy 5 o'clock or a massive beard. Honestly, the best pairing for this, just go clean shaven. So remove the clip guard off your trimmer and get as close as possible. And if you want a baby butt smooth shave, then obviously you're gonna need something like a razor. Now we move into more complex hairstyles, which are medium length hairstyles. And this can be anything from you have a side part, a pompadour, a brush up. Here's where things start getting tricky. Keep in mind my first suggestions if you're rocking short sides like I do, or if you're rocking longer sides, because that definitely comes into play. But if you already have a lot of hair and it's shaggy or very thick like mine, you don't want to do an overkill and just grow a massive beard. It's just going to be too much, too overpowering, and it's going to take over your face. You're going to be a walking bush. So don't overkill it with a massive beard, but also don't go clean shaven. Instead, balance it out with a medium to low beard. This is also beneficial because not only does it give you that jawline structure that so many guys go for, but trends that you're going to be seeing this year is that beards are starting to come down. Guys aren't rocking massive beards like they were 2014, 2015, so bring down your beard. You're going to not only look stylish, but also more attractive. And finally, we have long hairstyles. This is for the guy that it's way past medium. You have to the point that you could probably do a ponytail. If this is you, then you have a long hairstyle. Now this part's very tricky because you're faced with 2 options here. Either you have to make sure you have a nicely squared off and structured jawline so you look masculine, or B, grow out a manly beard to look masculine. Because if you don't have either of those two, you could run the risk of looking a little feminine. So when you're at this hairstyle, definitely let your beard grow out. I would say even past like a size 4 or 5. And personally, you're gonna look pretty aggressive and rugged. And if that's what you're going for, that's gonna look awesome. All right, boys, that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, don't forget to drop us a like down below. Also, don't forget to check out our sponsor, Brio. I'm gonna have that trimmer linked down below with a discount code so you guys can check them out. That's it for me today. See you next time.